Fellow Peak readers, is your life boring? Are you tired of the same trash brain rot novels? Are you tired of the same old predictable plots and uninspired characters? Do you find yourself yawning at popular novels when they are considered peak by others? Are you craving a story that challenges your perspective and takes you on an unforgettable journey? Well, look no longer. I present to you the greatest novel ever written, Reverend Insanity. What is it, you might ask? I say to you, it is beyond your imagination. It is everything you have looked for, everything that you wanted, but couldn't pinpoint. Reverend Insanity is a novel of 2,334 chapters, long enough to sustain you for months. It is the story of Fang Yuan, who was once a Chinese scholar but mysteriously reincarnated in a different world. Then he lives for 500 years. In short, it's about a demonic cultivator who, after living 500 years of life, realized that everything in life isn't permanent and meaningless, and thus set his sights on the highest goal all living being dreams of: eternal life. Fang Yuan, after living 500 years and experiencing the vicissitudes of life, like love, revenge, lust, fame, and whatever the fuck you can think of, sees that only by living true to himself and pursuing the beyond could he have lived a life worth living. Through countless efforts and killing countless people, he refines the spring-autumn cicada, a mysterious Gu that allows him to return in time by swimming through the river of time itself. However, just after refining it, he finds himself cornered and under attack by righteous cultivators. Yet, even in the face of imminent death, he remains unyielding and composed. He had no regrets about his failures, because he had lived his life according to his desires. He calmly accepted his defeat and, without regret for his wrongdoings, activated the spring-autumn cicada, which he had just refined. He knew that chances of spring-autumn cicada working were in negative, but he still gambled because, like I said, he has no regrets in his life. As he activated the spring-autumn cicada, he swore that if spring-autumn cicada worked, the next life would be the one where he achieves eternal life. Hence the title of Chapter 1, Demon Has No Regrets, Even in Death. Anyway, what can I tell you, my friend? The absolute struggle, the sufferings, the blood, the tears, the killings, life at its absolutes is shown here. Fang Yuan's spirit, his dark personality, his struggles, his life, his resolutions, his hatred, his ruthlessness to others, and especially to himself, his slight smile, pursuit of the infinite. Eternal life is his goal, the world his stage. You are in a one hell of a ride, one. Our beloved main character, Fang Yuan. I love him, like words cannot describe just how iconic he is to me as a reader. Now let me get something straight. Fang Yuan is a ruthless, calculating, cunning, and apathetic MC. I would probably describe him as neutral chaos. Why? Because he doesn't have the need or even want to cause destruction, only if he sees it as a contribution to his goals. He is also willing to humble himself, despite being the better man. He holds no grudges, willing to cooperate and use or be used by his opponents when he thinks it's necessary. But trust me, he always finds a way to remain 1,000 steps ahead of his opponents. He does not care for materialistic gains like money, fame, fear, and/or love. His only goal is to have eternal life, to be absolute and free. He also doesn't believe in friendships or companionships, so none of the shunen slice of life, together we are stronger nonsense. In fact, throughout the novel, Fang Yuan is almost always alone. He prefers his own company and will only consider companionship if it benefits him. And most important thing of all, he doesn't get involved in unnecessary things. Like, for example, if he was on a forest collecting some material, then all of a sudden he heard a beautiful fairy-like voice calling for help. And when Fang Yuan found where the cry for help was coming from, he sees that the young jade-like beauty was being chased by a ferocious bear. What do you think Fang Yuan will do here? Think. He will do nothing. He will just stand there, arms folded, and watch that jade beauty being eaten alive while reciting a fucking poem. All living beings are equal and everyone has their rights to survive and kill. But this does not mean Fang Yuan is untouchable. He can fail and be outsmarted by others. One thing I love about this novel is the way the author writes their characters. The righteous and demonic sect are all well thought out and fully fleshed out as well. Everyone in this novel is smart, extremely so. Even the occasionally insignificant characters play a huge role in how or why a situation is caused or created. And yes, even the female characters in this novel are all extremely polished. There are even some female characters that deal insane damage to our protagonist and have you gritting your hands in frustration due to the powerful blows they strike towards Fang Yuan. The novel portrays all characters in equal fashion, no excessive shaming and over-exaggeration of one's physical attributes, etc. Trust me, everyone in this novel is worth noting. The world building, plot progress, plot twist, side characters, and villains are all very complex, especially the cultivation system, which is called Gu. When you hear Gu in other novels, usually it's the bug guy, but in this novel, Gu is treated like a cultivation manual. All moves come from Gu. Gu needs to be obtained, needs to be fed, needs to be promoted, needs to be combined. It can die, it can't be easily plundered. I don't even know what else, since the further you go, the more complex it gets. There is still the usual chi accumulation, but so far it means nothing without Gu. So this Gu system is a plus and yet a minus at the same time. It enables the author to be creative, and the usual trope of conveniently forgotten move was minimized since author can simply phase out the Gu. But at the same time, it enables the author to completely transform the MC, making him lose all his Gu, practically resetting his achievement. What I love about this novel is that it's not easy to get a Gu. MC has to go through so much hardship just to get a proper set. It's all good since hardship is the driving force of every story, but then every time a new volume starts, shit will happen, and MC will have to collect new stuffs in the next volume. I love reading characters suffer. It's so satisfying to read when characters are in tragic situations. Anyway, and wisdom is sown everywhere in this novel, embodying the spirit of humanity, resistance, and the fight for the beyond against the heavens, fate, and everything human. The main struggle in the novel is against fate and its shackles. If you do not feel the absolute excitement and adrenaline flowing through your veins in every chapter, you are reading it wrong. Reverend Insanity is a journey of transcendence, exploring the beyond, overcoming the odds, rebelling against the rules of the world, and pursuing the goal of eternal life. Fang Yuan faces the entire world with no hope of success, confronting all the challenges of reality, yet overcoming them with sheer fucking will. He is a character so transcendental, so mighty, so supreme, that the mere utterance of his name sends shivers up your spine. Cornered from all sides, completely exhausted, weak, and near death, Fang Yuan still marches forward relentlessly. Hopeless and in absolute despair, surrounded by enemies, he continues to push forward, against the heavens, against the heavenly court, against his enemies. Fang Yuan still marches on. This is a journey to the beyond. This world is too small for those who seek the infinite. If you don't have that fire in your soul while reading this novel, you are reading it wrong. Were you wronged in your past? Have you suffered? Have you cried in the deepest part of the night? Well, cry no longer. Enter here and kill everything that has made you suffer. Pursue the infinite and take revenge on all your enemies. Your goal, eternal life. Your enemy, the heavens, fate, and the entire world. Returning in time, dying, suffering, cruelty, darkness, hell itself. Yet, who are you? You are Fang Yuan. The world is too small to contain you. You are a raging inferno ready to conquer everything, whatever it takes. If you still want to live after this, something must be wrong with you. This novel shows the absolute fire that life is. I've lived through everything in it, put myself in it, and was thrown everywhere. What can I tell you, my friend? This novel is a piece of art, a masterpiece bestowed on humanity. It will give you the will to live, the will to say fuck you to the entire world, and to live your own life regardless of what anyone thinks. It will help you build the resolve to tread your own path or die trying. I was a NEET when I read it, and now, years later, I've read dozens of the best novels from Korea, China, and Japan, and I have yet to find something that impacted me as much as this novel did. The enemies in this story are something else. Everyone is shrewd, scheming, and ruthless. Everything is painted in dark shades of gray. There is no righteousness, no help, and no I help you. In this novel, there is no friendship, no companionship. There is only Fang Yuan, alone against the entire world trying to fuck him over. Only something this extreme can give you the will to live. Fang Yuan is ruthless, torturing people, stealing, scheming, and making others suffer. He is resolute. He doesn't back down, nor does he give up in despair. If someone suicidal came to me, all I would say is, read this and see if you can die. Fang Yuan has heart. He is someone who was once weak, who lived through hardships, and his poems elicit deep emotions in readers, making them understand and love him despite his cruel deeds. How difficult is the perseverance of one person? All of the Gu immortals here could answer that question. Some persevered because of responsibility, some because of hatred, some because of excitement, and some because of love. And Fang Yuan's answer? He was still expressionless. He continued to move forward relentlessly. I had once screamed. Gradually, I lost my voice. I had once cried. Gradually, I lost my tears. I had once grieved. Gradually, I became able to withstand everything. I had once rejoiced. Gradually, I became unmoved by the world. And now, all I have left is an expressionless face. My gaze is as tough as a monolith. Only perseverance remains in my heart. This is my own, an insignificant character, Fang Yuan's perseverance. In this world, no one is capable of ending my ambitions. Only a coward and defeated person will look for excuses. Even if I shed tears and snot ooze from me, I will keep climbing the mountain, for that is the joy of life. Persevere and achieve great feats, either that or accept death. How much would I rate this novel? A perfect 10 out of 10. I swear to God this will make your heart flinch, cry, break, and sweat. You will probably need a doctor while you read this because I know you can't and you will not sleep. This novel haunts you in your dreams. Your depression? Gone. The moment you wake up, your inner monologue will be Fang Yuan, that madman. You probably have never read anything with such philosophy and way of life that you slowly find yourself admiring him. This novel gives you a reason why being a NEET, having no job, being without friends, and being rich is the greatest dream of all time. Reading this novel will make you work harder and try harder in life. Actually, you'll like the main character so much that if you think you're too lazy to do something, you'd be thinking, I challenge myself because I ain't no pussy. After reading this, a little advice. Don't try to understand the MC, just follow his journey in the beginning.